Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I do look at everything. But we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play it as karmic themes to help you understand why a person's doing what they're doing. Why would you be attracting someone that triggers you and does what they do? What is the whole spiritual significance? Because everything that happens in the physical realm happens in the spiritual realm first. And if this is a spiritual connection, it means that there's lessons that you need to learn. And once you learn that spiritual lesson, and that's just understanding how you are contributing to the imbalances within the connection and what and how it's not just affecting the relationship, but how it's stagnating your growth, then you can integrate the spiritual lesson and embody the new consciousness. And the new consciousness is, again, if you're giving time and attention to something that's aggravating you, where could you be putting that time and attention? It's a law of transmutation, which a lot of times people forget about. They say, I learned the spiritual lesson. I already forgave. Unless you embody the new consciousness and do something different, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, doesn't see that you learned the lesson because that energetic imprint is the trauma, that the emotion from the trauma that's held within your subconscious mind. So remember, your body is your mind's faithful servant. So we don't even need to be conscious of what the experience was for it still to be dictating our life without us wanting really for it to dictate our life, because that imprint is what is creating our energy vibration, making us a magnet to the same types of energy. So whether or not you want to make your relationship work out, or whether you just want to like get out of the connection and break that psychic cord, whatever it is, you would still need to shape shift the energy. All right. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you find in the description box. You want to enter into winning a free reading with me? Yes, they can be private, but not because I'm not having them on YouTube. It means that you're sending me questions the day before, or you're just letting me channel for you, which the majority of people allow me to just channel because your questions come out within the channel. And you're more than likely to do the healing protocol if you don't ask me any questions. And it is private because I never say anyone's name. Most people want their reading private. So you don't even know when I'm doing a reading for someone. All right. So again, you'll know if I chose you, however, if I wrote the word winner underneath your comment. So again, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out. I usually am pulling two cards out lately. It's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone does what they do. All right. Um, my coaching is open. My website link, anything of any importance or relevance, again, is in that description box. If you just want to reach out and say hi, my email's in there too. All right. The word of the video is self-observation. And I can pull another one because I'm feeling something automatically, intuitively, Virgo. It's almost like I feel like you're seeing yourself differently, you know, and that is making other people view you differently as well. And a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about that. I feel like, you're stepping into your power, and a lot of people don't like that. Again, impatience. So self-observation is that you're connected to someone that was waiting for you to come back, was waiting for you to say something, do something, try and save the relationship. And I feel like that's not happening. So much time has gone by. And what you see, again, from your self observation, is that you're a lot stronger, that you really don't need this person. What it is that you want out of life, you don't really even think that this person would be able to produce. You're on such a higher vibration. See, I feel like this person again was someone that used time and space to create fear, and it backfired. So that's why they're getting impatient. I don't feel like you're impatient. I feel like you are the type of person that would have been impatient. You were the type of person that before you healed, you would be like, I want it now. I want it now. And that's not really who you are. You're like, you're like, I want to, I sat back and I observed, even though I was in love with this person, even though I had a strong connection to this person, and I observed and I observed and I observed. And what I observed, I don't really like. I feel like this person created so much time and space, it gave you time to really look at them. So there's a part of you that's like, I don't even know what I feel towards them anymore. It's like part of you like holds on to the past because again you did invest so much time and where you did care about them, but then there's another part of you that's like, I'm not even this person anymore. Again, you're doing a lot of self observation with yourself, and this person is seeing the change, and I feel like it's pushing them to again become very impatient, like realizing you're not coming back, you're not fixing it, you're not going to do a damn thing about it. Because when you were dealing with this person, let's see, they triggered you a lot and they triggered you a lot because again, it's like you had expectations. You had expectations of a give and take reciprocity type relationship. You had expectations that the way that they made you feel like home. They said all the right things. They did all the right things. So obviously you do have expectations and they didn't follow through. They were never met. This person also had expectations. They thought that you were someone that you're not. Again, so they had expectations. I feel like they thought that you were going to buy all their words, their charm, and that's not really what happened. And I don't think that that's because you were stupid or anything like that. I feel like it's because you gave time. You gave a lot of time to this person. And you may say, I didn't give any time to this person. I gave them whatever they gave me. But every time this person popped up in your life, you gave them time. So if they talk to you once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, once every 4 months, you would sit there and you would talk to them, whether that was through text message, whether that was through instant messenger on Facebook, whether that was, it was so little that they were doing, but for you, it was a lot because I feel like you gave this person, you gave them time. So that's what told this person that you really cared. It's like, I can show up whenever I want, and you always give me the time. So you really have feelings for me. You're an option for me. That's the energy there. They didn't want to give you, they breadcrumbed. And the expectation obviously was that they were going to give a lot more. And it's like when you said something, they judged you almost like maybe you were needy. Um, again, like the your thoughts and your feelings about what you wanted in the relationship. But that was again because this person really didn't want to give you. They wanted to be able to do what they wanted to do again, and where you began to realize that there were other people. So even though I don't really even feel like you guys were 100% dating, the insinuation was that this person wanted this relationship. Unfortunately, I feel like they had you on the back burner the whole time. You never got to the front burner. So what happened is that you watch this person, and what it is you watch them give nothing. You watched them give nothing. You got tired of the abuse, and also what you saw them like abusing other people too. Them coming in and out of, they weren't just coming in and out of your life, they were going in and out of a lot of other people's lives. And then when you would call them out on it, it's like, oh, they didn't have time for you, but they did what they wanted to do. Again, created the illusion. I feel like this person still creates illusion. It's like they wanted to keep you in a place of disempowerment by taking risks. Almost felt like you were always going to be there. Thinks who they are because they make a lot of money in their work. So I feel like they were someone that thought they were too big to fail. I feel like you got very impatient and waiting for this person to grow up and actually give you something. And that's what made you see them from a different perception. Again, this person tried to make you jealous all the time. And I feel like in the beginning it might have worked, but the truth of the matter is that you just began to feel burdened by them. You're like, you're not giving me anything. All you do is try to like make me feel bad. Try to try to elevate yourself. No, I feel like this person, like what they wanted sex, but that's what they wanted. They wanted to dominate. And you know, this person over time, what they do is they just ruin relationships. And I say that because forgiveness comes up. And it's almost like this person, I feel like I feel like they don't never want to ask for forgiveness, but I feel like that's something like they expected you to just do, and for no real reason. Like I said, it's like if anything, they should have apologized to you. And I'm feeling like again because you had a problem with their behavior, and the problem with the behavior is just like it just doesn't fit with who I am today. It's like it said, I feel like this person gave a lot, it took too much time to come back and didn't feed the connection at all and just expected that you were always going to be there. And what they should have did was come in and ask for an apology a long time ago. But instead, they sat there and they waited and they waited and they waited for you to like actually come back and start talking to them because again, who they saw you as is someone that every time I come around, you're going to talk to me. You're always going to be there. Almost like I can put you on layaway, I can figure it out later. I don't really have to figure it out now because of how much caring you have. And yes, I have caring for you, but I don't really want that type of relationship. And they didn't want that type of relationship. They didn't. And now I feel like this person is a place where they have money issues. When we ask where they are, they're impatient, they have money issues, and they're still impulsive. So there's someone that, you know, is a wild card. You don't know what they're going to do. Like they may come back and run back into your life because they're thinking about it, but they also might run out with the nearest person that is attractive, that catches their eye. This person's impulsive and they have addictive energy. And they have addictive energy because, look, they take risks instead of like being just with you they again I feel like have like a sex addiction or like either like hook up with a lot of people like again sex is big and it's big because this person feels disempowered normally. So a place that they can feel empowered and make a person feel disempowered is actually in the bedroom. They're impulsive and they're impulsive because there's a lacking there. And there's a lacking not because this person can't make money not because they're not don't do good in work. They do good in work. It's the habits, it's their behaviorisms. It's the burdens that they create for themselves. So, one of the burdens that they have now is the fact that they didn't ask for forgiveness. And I feel like instead of them trying to come back and apologize, they created the illusion to try to make you jealous. But it backfired because now they're impatient and now they're in a different place where I feel like they have money issues, is what Spirit's saying. And so, this person, like I said, is stressed out. So if you were to run into them now, you wouldn't even know. They do feel this past life connection with you. So if you want to know what's going on, really nothing is going on. This person, like I feel like for a long time ran from it. And though they know that there's this connection here, I feel like I said, that there's a part of them that's not happy in their life. And so they're having this realization like you're not coming back, but they didn't have that realization until now. So they wasted a lot of time. They wasted a lot of time, and where they are now is again, they're looking for a way out of their situation so that they could be free. So for some of these people, they're connected to somebody else. And that's why, again, the cheating. That's why they're cheating. That's why they were able to treat you the way that they were. Because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important into my life. We've been getting so many of these same readings lately. I'm so tired of it. I'm listening to my higher self now. Again, I'm triggered in old patterns resurfacing. So I feel like this person, I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing's making sense because past lives are influencing our connection. I've lost you before. And again, they need to heal the grief to allow the love to bloom. So it's again, we keep seeing past life connection, past life connection. So I almost feel like this person like didn't think that they had these type of feelings for you at all. I feel like they kept you on the back burner the whole time, thinking, yeah, you're a cool person, you're a nice person, you're an option. But there was always somebody that was better than you. Always someone that might have like appeared to have more money, seem a little bit more exciting. And it was not because you're not attractive to them, because that's obviously there, especially in a past life connection. But you might have been too conservative for them. They didn't want to be in a commitment. You had too many rules. Again, for what you wanted and what this person wanted to give, just on two different levels, they felt like, I don't have to do that with these other people. So that was a factor. It's not like it wasn't. But I'm also not going to say that this person didn't find other people to have more money, a more exciting life, possibly if they wound up with them to be a little bit more successful. Like they didn't view you for who you are, is what I'm saying. But again, what they realize is like they're realizing who you are. And like I said, not just because of anything, because they're going through a dark night of the soul. So they're going through a very stressful time right now because of whatever is going on in their life. Again, it says that they're trying to leave a situation, so they could be someone that was married, they could be leaving like any situation. It doesn't even need to be a marriage or like a connection. It could be, that this person like lives in the military or lives like with their parents or, is giving their energy somewhere, but being that they're giving the energy somewhere, they wouldn't be able to give you the energy. So they know that they have to heal that. And that means that they have to leave their comfort zone. And that's really the problem, that this person, like I said, doesn't want to. I feel like they wouldn't even be thinking about what they treated you, though, how they treated you, unless they were going through a dark night of the soul. And that means other things are happening in this person's life. And like I said, it did say that this person's trying to leave their comfort zone in a situation. We don't know what that situation is, but we're going to ask what is that situation, because maybe we can get more clarity, like whether this person, like what else that they think. Again, well, again, they think that you're a soulmate, you're a lover, there's attraction, again, that they want long-term connection with you. So again, that's what's pushing it. And right now they're tired, they're exhausted, and they need needs. They're learning how to let go of their old habits, but their old habits die hard. And again, they're stuck in family patterns and those karmic patterns. So, in order for this person to be able to leave their situation, where whatever situation that they're in, and like they might not even be with anyone, they might just be paying alimony and like child support and just saying, I don't really want this, because again, a relationship makes me have to be vulnerable, and that's stepping out of my comfort zone. And I don't really, like I said, this person needs to work through whatever it is that that they need to in order to do that. But they feel as if it's almost like it's almost like this gonna sound stupid, but the universe, like they feel that this is a soulmate connection, so they almost feel like the universe supports them. I know that sounds really cheesy, but they've been looking for the signs and the symbols and almost looking to the stars, right? It's again, where they just feel like they just feel like with you with you, like, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but almost like they see you for who you are now. So something happens in your life, I feel like that where either you make a lot of money, all of a sudden so there's this sudden wealth, you come into a lot of money, there's accomplishment, you get recognition. Like the mother load is that it's like prosperity, it's the jackpot, it's success. And where, like I said, this person is tired, they're exhausted, they're weary, they were stuck in their old, their old habits die hard, they're bored, they're looking for a way out of their comfort zone. And understand that wouldn't just happen unless, again, this person lost you before. It almost took them like to lose you in order for them to realize who you are. And that's what it is. Again, what we see, the transformation. I'm sorry, this is what's happening right now with this person. And so it's almost like they're ascending. They're ascending. What made them all of a sudden go through this ascension process? Like, again, because what we see, we've been getting a lot of these stories where a person, they act like a jerk, they act like you're an option, then they realize that you're not the option. They realize, oh, wow, but you're not the same person anymore. And that, again, goes back to the beginning of the reading, which is you're doing a lot of self-observation and you're saying, I don't really want this anymore because I'm not the same person. My wants, my needs, this person hasn't even been in my life. And I feel like this person is also doing self-observation. And what they're saying is they wasted a lot of time, that they played a lot of games and all those games backfired. And they didn't just backfire, but they gave you a real view of who this person is. Like the rose-colored glasses came the fuck off. Where you're seeing this person, and that is why this person, like I said, it's almost like feels like you cut your energy. That's why they're trying to figure out how to come back because they know you're over it. You're not the same person. Again, hidden barriers, again, to intimacy and trust. So we ask, like again, what is it? They're working through it. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. So I feel like there's a sense that you now have major intimacy, trust. That's really what this is going on. And it's like, look beyond the romance. Like this person may want to come in with romance, but what you're seeing is, oh, like you still are not healed. You're still not healed. Wow, that took a turn. And then it's like shining star, trust in the universe's plan and allow your heart. So it's almost like the universe says, be careful because again, you're all of a sudden you're getting this recognition, this mother load, right? It's again, and this person now, this is what they're seeing. And this is why they see or they feel or psychically they know that something's going to happen for you. And they feel you're going to leave them behind because you're going to be stepping into prosperity. So this person, like I said, is realized who you are, but understand I would be lying to say that this person also likes what's happening in your life. And remember, they're not happy in their life, whatever they're going through. So this is why you feel so appealing. So when we ask, why all of a sudden the big change? Why is that? And Spirit says, because you become somebody different. But what they realize is at this point, it's like they feel like all of a sudden, like their love blocks are like becoming dismantled. But the truth of the matter is this person still has intimacy and trust issues. What that's why Spirit says, be careful, this person will come in and they'll be all romantic with you and try and make you form an emotional connection. But The universe's plan isn't that this person comes back for you. That's not part of the plan. They will make you feel like it is because, like I said, they're not in a good way. All their options are, got ruined, to be honest with you. So again, what they're looking at now is everything that's happening in your life, everything that's good that's happening in your life. So again, it's very tantalizing. Oh, entanglement, where spirit says, you better establish some boundaries, like communicate, like because this person like would come right on in super fast and needy, and because they're not in a good way, they're not happy, and whatever's going on in your life, well, it's again, this person's right here. So understand, it's like what we see here is that this person kept you on the back burner, thought you was someone else, actually sees who you are now. You're coming into like some huge prosperity, money. Maybe there's some, for some of you, it's a lawsuit that's finally coming. For others, like you are married and the person died and it's an inheritance, or it's an inheritance from parents. So, and then there's a job, there's things happening for you in your life. So it's again, that's why there's success. There's success and prosperity coming from many different ways, and you're leveling up, and this person sees that and they're like, oh, you are actually the person that I was supposed to be with all along. But that it's because of that. It's like very appealing, where it's again, look at this, I don't want to, it's like this person don't take back, because it's like they have a looming agenda. Spirit says, they have a different idea about love and intimacy, and it wouldn't be right. They would think like, well, I'm with you, so you should make me your partner in whatever is going on in your life. Well, I'm with you. Again, they're going to come in fast. They didn't put in any time. And at one time, you liked this person. That's what the self-observation was. It's like, wow, I really cared about this person a lot, and I would have made them my partner, and I would have made them, and I love them, and I really like them, but they didn't give me the time. They didn't give you the time. They had you on the back burner. They thought, eventually you'll take me back. What happened is you got impatient, you sat back, you watched them, and now all of a sudden you're like looking at yourself saying, I don't want to be with you. Now, the moment that you cut that cord, this person is saying, I want to come back. And then bam, success happens for you. The mother load. They're looking at their situation. They're not in a good situation. They're trying to get out of a bad situation, whether that's a job, whether that's just a mindset, whether that's a past relationship, whatever the fuck it is. They're trying to get out of it. They're not in a good place, going through a dark night of the soul, which means that there was tower moments, right? So now they're looking at you, and here it is, bam, your mother load, and now they're like, oh, now you're the person, and then let me come right on in. So you're appealing to them for all these different reasons, but I'd be a liar to say that, hey, the mother load has got this person's eye. Well, I want that. So Spirit's saying looming agenda. They would think, well, that's what you should do when you're in a relationship. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. They didn't earn it. And understand this person's leaving a situation, and they're leaving a situation with a lot of negative karma, and you decide to be in a relationship with this person, you're inheriting their negative karma, and you're having shit happening for you, good shit that's happening for you. So I wouldn't recommend it. And I'm going to tell it to you how it is. This person doesn't have, again, look at this entanglement. It's again, that's like all these cards that were like horrible cards, hidden thorns, like look me around the romance. They come in and be like, oh, here I am. They want you to again be all mushy mush with the feelings and not look at how they treated you before. That's what they want. And hopefully enough time has passed and you're having good things happen, so you won't little care about what I did to you. It's like, no. This person was strategizing the whole time, holding back. Now they're impatient because they realize, hey, you don't see them the same way. So now they're nervous. Of course they should be nervous. They played the game and it backfired on them. So we have to say again, you attracted this person into your life because from the one source, listen, you listen to source. You've always had a good connection to spirit. That's your intuition, and your intuition told not to trust them because again, they weren't giving you love. So you gave yourself the self-love. That's why the mother load is happening for you. That's why the riches are coming for you. That's why, again, recognition is happening for you because again you said, well, you're not giving me anything, you have me on the shelf over here on the back burner, actually going to get to me eventually. It's like you watch them, and what you were watching them was how they treated all those other people. Said, well, I don't need them to treat me that way too. They thought you'd fight for your position. They thought again that you were always going to be there, that you'd never let go. It's again anchor. There wasn't any support. So again, being with them, no support. You're not here. It doesn't matter what I go through. You don't give a shit what I go through because it's all about you. It's again imagination. But again, I believe that this person not being there for you when they had a connection and then choosing other people and doing everything, I feel like it was traumatic. This person was trying to make you undervalue yourself, make you feel like you are undervalued. That's what they were doing. And so whenever we are traumatized, we tend to go into our imagination. We tend to, but I feel like that's a survival mechanism because you didn't have support growing up. There was no anchor. So again, not as grounded as you should be. And it was just because at home it was a little bit like chaotic. It was organized chaos, meaning you got to go to school and that what your needs were taken care of, but it was chaotic, whether someone was sick or whether you had a sibling that was a little crazy or one of your parents was, but it's you you learn to navigate your life almost being the fixer or being invisible because it was like a little chaotic. Again, not having an anchor, again, is that support. So needing to learn self-love, needing to give yourself enough love, not having a parent or parents to display that love, to actually see what it looks like. When you're in a good relationship and that person nurtures you, loves you, grows you, waters you, then you know what it looks like. And you can't settle for less. And where it's again, I feel like at one point you didn't get that. So this person, like you didn't know your value. That's why this person didn't see you the way who you truly are. It's like they saw what they wanted to see, but I also believe that that was God's way of protecting you. Like God didn't let them see you for who you truly were because this person is an opportunist. It's like, oh, whatever looks good. It's like, yeah, you're good. You need to be good looking and you need to have this where it looks great on paper. But that's a narcissist because did they feed this connection? No, they're saying, oh, look what's happening for you. How is that going to benefit me? That's not a relationship. And again, it was about cleansing yourself. It's like Spirit saying all over this reading that you learn that you have a really strong connection to source. Because all three of these cards right here is source. The imagination is the astral realm that connects us to the higher self. If you can imagine it, you can create it. Again, the higher self is the God part of self that lives inside of yourself. That's of unconditional love. Again, our shadows are our blocks that prevent us from feeling as if we are one with that spirit, with the higher self, where there is no separation because God lives inside. However, understand because you grew up where it was a little chaotic, you learned to be like more invisible, more of the giver, more of the helper. And it wasn't because life was so traumatic, it was just a little chaotic. You needed to learn to give yourself enough love to know what that looked like. And again, if you had one parent, they loved the shit out of you, it was still one parent. So not knowing that love from a father, from a mother, whatever, it still is going to be traumatic. It's still going to be psychologically traumatic and create that imprint that would make you feel not grounded. This person, again, didn't give you that grounding, but it was all about you learning to give yourself that self-love, not waiting for this person to give it. Because listen, on some level, they thought that they didn't need to. Now they feel stupid because, oh, look at everything that you're having, and I never gave you anything, and now I don't have anything to give. Well, I don't think that that's a coincidence. I think it's so that spirit is making it very hard for you to take this person back because, A, they played a lot of games. You see them completely different. And now on top of it, they don't have anything to give. And on top of it, you're stepping into the best version of your life. So it's almost like a no-brainer that this person didn't earn their space. And that's their karma because they thought that, oh, well, I have time. I'll get back to you. It doesn't matter how I'm treating you now. Doesn't matter that I'm creating trauma for you now because I'm running around with all these other people. Going to give time to all these other people. Give you a little bit of breadcrumb once in a while because that's enough for you. Now the mother load is happening for you, and this person is like, oh, now they feel sheepish. Now they feel stupid. Now it's like what they see is a little plan. And so they're going to try and come in all like romantic, and spirit's like, look beyond the romance because the person doesn't have good intention, not 100%. They're going to want you to be taken with it. But it's again, they got their eye on your prize, not deserving of it. Spirit says, take the positive action. We leave it off with this. Oh, no, we don't. We take it, we again, positive action, but we also forgot these cards. But positive action, we're going to put to the side. Positive action would be to focus on the beauty in you and to find silence, live in the honor in the present by doing what you can do now. And again, realizing that you can't change anyone or anything that doesn't want to be changed, and this person doesn't want to change. So, you have to learn to let go and just entrust in God what you can't change. But Spirit says right now it's about all about aligning your actions with your heart's true desire. So here it is. We're seeing take positive action again. And that means giving the energy to things that grow you, that are growing you. And that's what I feel like you're doing. That's why the mother load is happening. You are taking positive action. Otherwise, you wouldn't. And the reason why is because infinite possibilities are happening. Spirit is saying, yeah, that's what this person is seeing. Look at all the opportunities. Look at all the money. Look at all the recognition. Look at all that. Why didn't I see this? Oh, I'm going to try and come in like this. No, you're not. Boundless energy. And that when you clear yourself of those wounds, well, then you become a real clear conduit for spirit to work through. Again, we know that spirit is the universe and it's known as prana, chi, well, also Holy Spirit. And again, when we're clear of those spiritual blocks, spirit can work through us. And again, doesn't just work through us through gut intuition and a knowing, but where we choose to put our action. And spirit says, it's again, continue to take that positive action. Continue to align your hearts with your desires and your actions. Look, take your actions, align your actions with your true heart's desire. And then it opens up to, again, infinite possibilities, which is even more energy, right? So then we see boundless energy, which is, it's all about like, listen, you and the divine working together, co-creating. That's what spirit's saying. So you're evolving into the highest state of consciousness. And this person, like I said, sees that and they're like, oh, I want to come, but they didn't earn it. And being that they didn't earn it, spirit says, continue to put the positive action. We'll pull one more just because I pulled the wrong card the first time around. So we're going to end off with open to the universe. Discovering your worth. Well, now that makes sense. And your abilities. Have the confidence in your own value and potential. And reclaim your inner power. Accept and love yourself completely. And be open to the divine light of the universe. So what Spirit is saying is like, you needed to learn your own value. This person taught you that because of how little that they gave. Now they see your true value, but now you also see your true value and also see how they treated you. And that's why this isn't going to work out because you're going to see how they come in is full of shit. You're going to come in all like, I love you. I want to be with you. But understand it's because they've been watching you and they see other things happening for you. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated with this and don't go back with this person. I shouldn't like put that out there, but I care about you guys and things are happening for you. This person didn't earn their spot, or at the very least have such strong boundaries with them that, that they have no choice but to not be able to only be able to give what you say. Strong boundaries. All right. Bye-bye.